all I can say is, wow, we've come a long way. I think back in October of 2007, I didn't need these back then either. 2 months into my new term as superintendent of Conneaut Area City Schools, I was greeted with the fact that Municipal Stadium was being declared uninsurable, which basically means it's been condemned. So 2 months into my superintendency, that's my first big challenge. I was like, what the heck? For good or bad, Municipal Stadium is gone. The memories, we'll never forget them. But look what we have now. It's been replaced with a beautiful new home and visiting set of seating and a state-of-the-art press box. We're really proud of that. For years, the restroom facilities here, well, to say it nicely, they were pretty archaic. If you ever got to experience the underneath of Municipal Stadium, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How about memories of our 300-meter cinder track? While other schools competed on their own track, our students have been forced to train in the parking lot. For the past decade, we haven't hosted a track meet here. We've went away for every single track meet. Now, look what we have. What I've heard is the best track in Northeast Ohio and PA area. So this is for all the past student athletes who never had a chance to compete with appropriate facilities. Thank you guys for joining us tonight, and we appreciate you coming out.
Back, you know, I think everybody has a vision. You know, I remember years and years ago, you know, when I had a vision of being a head football coach at Conneaut, I looked at the Cummings Can Company over here, and I envisioned a football facility over here. And then I'm sure that Mr. Houston, he probably wanted to put a basketball facility in here. You know, and then the city of Conneaut, I'm sure that they probably wanted to make it a parking lot and charge you to park for the games. But we had one guy that had a vision, and he followed through with it. And he had this land right here, and he donated this land to the school system, and had a vision of putting this outstanding facility in here. And it's if you just look around, my goodness, what a beautiful facility. And I'm not very smart, but I would say this facility probably is as good as any facility in Northeast Ohio. And I'm just guessing, but I'm willing to say that. And I'm sure that it'll compare with probably anything in the state of Ohio.
First of all, I want to thank all the contributors that made this possible. I mean, there's tons of people. I'd like to also thank the donors that have come forward and helped make this track possible. But most of all, I want to thank the Care for Kids Committee. We met 5 years ago, and we had, through Ken Houston, the city manager, and city superintendent, we had a vision. We made this possible. So I'd like to thank everyone that played a role in this.
I want to thank you, the whole family, because it takes a family to do this, and it takes a community to put something like this together. How many of you remember when this was a vacant lot and we wondered what was going to ever happen to it? And now look, when dreams and perseverance and hard work intersect, great things can happen. And great things are happening in Conneaut. And yes, I was excited to be there at D-Day last week. How many were up at the shore there? Fantastic. 30,000 people came to our great corner of the state. And now this. And I have to tell you something. When I was walking across here, I started getting a little shaky. Because I taught at Jefferson for 29 years. But for the last, don't hold that against me. I love kids. But for the last 12 years, I was a cross-country coach. And Warren can attest to this. There's nothing like a track for 800 repeats, 1600 repeats, 3200, 400s, especially during cross-country season as you're building towards a peak. It is absolutely critical to be able to have those workouts in a facility like this. So what you have done for that sport, what you have done for track, what you have done for the city of Conneaut is just amazing. And again, we're lifting each other up one step or one stride at a time. And
It's an exciting day, and I think it reminds each and every one of us the anchor that our sports facilities have in our local communities, and the anchor that our school districts have in our community identity. This is a really exciting opportunity, and I'm really happy to hear that we have folks throughout the Conneaut area that want to come out and use these facilities because they are for the community. And it looks like it's going to be a wonderful and exciting season for the Conneaut Spartans, and I'm sure that our track and field folks and our cross-country folks are going to be really excited to utilize this facility in the upcoming season.
I'm going to have the entire EIGHMY family come up, do some ceremonial photo shots. I'm going to have all of our dignitaries come up and join them at the red tape, and we'll do the ribbon cutting. Then we will ask all of you in the bleachers to come out and join us on the track after we've cut the ribbon, and all of our current school record holders to lead the whole crowd around a track for the ceremonial first lap on the EIGHMY track and field. Four, three, 2, 1. Congratulations. Thank you.
I will do that. He would love to hear that.
I saw, I was driving that car.
Very modern, not what we're used to. Yeah, well, that's some of us that were on the same team back then. Just talking about how it was, we had a 352 track. Coach Peaceman, Coach Ellis, they would design our workouts and say, run 8 352s. We go to other schools, they had no idea, and we tell them when we were training, we're running 352s, but that was a full lap for us, 352 meters. This is amazing. This is wonderful for the community and the kids, and I hope it gets utilized an awful lot. And the people that put the countless hours into putting it together and making it a reality, I think, deserve a great credit.
Okay, yeah. See, I got another report here. Ken says for everybody to get their cameras ready. I'm over here.